No surprise here, folks. TLC sucked, just as expected. So we start off the night with Rhodes Scholars defeating Rey Mysterio and Sin Cara in a pretty decent opener. It's a tables match. Fast-paced action, back and forth, like every match should be. A good way to start off the night and try and to trick us into thinking that this is a pay-per-view worth our time. I give it 2.5 stars. I enjoyed the back and forth. The finish was pretty nice, simplistic but cool. Pushing Sin Cara off the springboard, going through a table on the outside. You know, I liked it. It was good. A good way to start off. I thought they were going to go with Mysterio and Sin Cara here. I thought they were going to eventually win the tag titles so they could feud at Mania later on when they break up, or or they're still tag champs and they're just be a battle of the tag champs. But those plans have obviously been nixed. I don't think it's going to happen as originally planned, so don't know. But then we get Antonio Cesaro defeating RTruth in one of the most boring pay-per-view matches I can remember. Rest holds through the whole fucking thing. It's almost like, why even show up to the pay-per-view if all you're going to do is lay on the mat and do the same fucking move for like 6 minutes here. RTruth makes a small comeback, and then Antonio Cesaro just finishes him off like he's nothing. RTruth is a fucking jobber. Why did they waste so much TV time on this match, building up to it, if it was just going to be this piece of shit? It's just fucking a waste. A waste of time. A waste of energy. Paying these guys to put on a fucking horrible match. Then we get Miz TV. I mean, holy shit! It's bad enough that we get Miz TV on every single main event, every single SmackDown, every single Raw. We gotta get it on the fucking pay-per-view too. And look at his guests: 3MB, 3 jobbers. I mean, what the fuck? I mean, come on. Why are we having segments on a pay-per-view? Pay-per-views are supposed to be about matches. We have Miz TV to build up towards the matches. Why do we have to have one on the show? I'll tell you why we got one on the show. Because they want to build up to a match, an unadvertised match, right on this very show. Why? So, 3MB is saying, that they're all great and all that. And then they turn their attention to this Spanish announce team. Why? They start, you got Heath Slater saying, "Oh, in this country, we speak American. You gotta speak American." They're the Spanish broadcast team. Spanish, it's in the name. What the fuck do they gain from attacking, verbally attacking the Spanish announce team? And then they start grabbing them. Then all of a sudden, Ricardo Rodriguez out of nowhere comes out to confront them. They start bullying him. Then Del Rio comes out of nowhere. All of a sudden, a babyface turn. Just like that. Just like that. One of their top guys just turns babyface. Just like that. In a shitty segment. This guy was in world title matches the whole year. I know he fucking lost and he looks pathetic. But his big babyface turn that they had, been talking about for only weeks now. They only just recently decided, let's make him a babyface. In a shitty ass segment that's going to be forgotten, as soon as this pay-per-view ended. People probably forgot about it. And then 3MB challenges them to a match, and they say they're going to pick a partner. Now, keep in mind, everybody in the crowd, a big portion of the crowd, maybe 60%, was chanting, "We want Ryder! We want Ryder!" So keep that in mind. Keep that in mind that the crowd was chanting, "We want Ryder." They were asking for something very specific in an unadvertised match. So, they could pretty much book anything they wanted to right here. Because, they wouldn't be disappointing the fans or, false advertising. It wouldn't be a bait and switch because the match wasn't even advertised. Then we get Kofi Kingston defeating Wade Barrett in what's just an okay, passable match. Barrett looked a little bit better in there, introducing some new moves to his moveset, but still, it ends with the Trouble in Paradise. It's way, way too basic for a pay-per-view match. Come on, guys. You gotta step it up. It's fucking pay-per-view! People were paying $50 for this shit. Luckily, I streamed it. But some people paid $50 to see this, and they paid, you know, money to see this live. So, you know, you kind of might want to do something special for this fucking show. 2 stars here. Then CM Punk cuts a promo, and I enjoyed this promo as he insulted the Brooklynites. It was very enjoyable. And I love the shirt that he was wearing that said knees to faces. I'll be buying that shirt in case anybody fucking cares. So yeah, good promo. Then we get The Shield, and they defeat Daniel Bryan, Kane, and Ryback in a TLC match. I'm giving this match 3 stars. And I know the family's going to be like, what? You don't like anything 3 stars? Oh my god! Why are you not rating it 5? Calm yourselves down. Take the knife out of your hand. Sit the fuck down. And I'll explain. I mean, it was a good match. Hence the 3-star rating. Which translates into, you know, internet, you know, speak as a good match when you rate something 3 stars. I thought that it was good, but not great. There was a lot of parts in this match where it was just very, very basic brawling, and there was only really a couple of spots I really enjoyed. You know, the obvious, you know, Rollins falling off the ladder. I looked quickly before I made this review. James Caldwell says, oh, that was a dangerous spot. It was too dangerous. You know, he shouldn't have done that spot to pay his dues. Even though wrestlers have done far more dangerous spots than this, PW Torch makes me fucking sick to my stomach. I mean, they're always complaining about dangerous spots. That's why wrestlers get into this business. They're there to put their lives and bodies on the line for our entertainment and money. That's how they make their paychecks, you fucking idiot. You know, I liked when they made the scaffold at a table and did the double superplex. I don't know if we've ever seen a double superplex before, but we've seen other moves, better moves, done from the top rope with the scaffold. I don't want to complain too much because it was a good match, but it wasn't great. And it definitely wasn't no 4-star match. I'll tell you that right now. It definitely wasn't on par with Lesnar and Cena. And it certainly was not as good as the ladder match I saw tonight live at Final Battle 2012. Now, I ain't an indie mark, but I'll tell you, it was fucking 10 times better than this shit. And it had more hardcore spots that weren't botched and were actually very good. So 3 stars. The Shield, mildly impressive in this, but not, you know, overly impressive. Then we get Eve defeating Naomi. This was a fucking dud. I'm going to be honest here. I pretty much fell asleep through the whole match here. It was 3 minutes, but I dozed off. I was very tired. I had been out all day, as I said, you know. I went to Manhattan to go see this fucking ROH show. And, you know, I saw it a little bit. I was, like, very sleepy-eyed. So, but anyway, it sucked, regardless of what I might have missed when I closed my eyes for a couple of seconds. So, this one gets a dud. This is just a fucking waste. This is on pay-per-view. A fucking Funkasaurus dancer in a pay-per-view match. Fuck out of here. Then we get Big Show defeating Sheamus. This match was pretty boring up until the white noise, you know, onto the chairs. Then the end was just fucking goofy. Big Show brings out this big gigantic chair like this. It's massive. And I laughed at it. I thought it was fucking stupid that he's like bringing out this big ass chair. Like, you know, it looks silly. I know a lot of people can say, oh no, it was cool, man. Oh, it was cool. It wasn't. I thought it was fucking lame. A big ass chair. Like, it just looked goofy, like something out of a fucking cartoon. He hits him with the chair and pins him. 1.5 stars. You know, not good. A bad title match. Then we get The Miz, Del Rio, and a mystery partner as they defeated 3MB. Now, who was their mystery partner? Keep in mind, earlier in the night when they announced this match at Crowder, the crowd was going, we want Ryder! We want Ryder! So, The Miz gets on the mic and says that they got the toughest New Yorker they could find. And they go through everything. He's not from Queens. He's not from the Bronx. And all the shit. Finally, they say the Brooklyn Brawler. And I'm like, are you fucking serious, bro? This would have been the perfect way to reintroduce Ryder to the crowd as a fucking winner. Instead, they pick a guy who wrestled in the fucking 80s and hasn't been seen on WWE television for maybe 10 fucking years. And they bring him out on pay-per-view, a pay-per-view that people paid money to see. And it's unbelievable. They don't give the crowd what they want. They don't give a fuck what you want. You want Ryder? Oh, you want Ryder, huh? Oh, we're going to just give you a shitty jobber that you don't care about. This guy came out to absolutely no reaction. The match was only 2 minutes. And that's the Miz's pay-per-view match. That's the big 3MB thing. And this match took place right before the main event, mind you. What the fuck is up with that card placement? Are they fucking high? Are they taking the same fucking drugs that Jeff and Matt Hardy are on? Then we get, so this match without a doubt is a fucking dud. Then we get Ziggler defeating Cena in an average match. It was slightly maybe above average. I'll give the match 2.5 stars, a couple of counters, but really, everything in this match has been done before, and once again, very goofy shit. Ziggler slaps on the sleeper hold. Cena is still climbing the ladder even though he's got the sleeper hold on him. You're not the Big Show. No one's buying that shit, Cena. Then he just passes out and goes through the table. And then at the end, AJ pushes Cena off the ladder. The finish was very lame. It's not even like she pushed him through a table. He just pushes onto the top rope. That's a transitional move in a ladder match. That's not a finish. I'm sorry. And what is this shit? Now AJ is heel again. So she's gone from face to heel to face to heel to fucking... I don't fucking care anymore! This fucking product sucks! I give this pay-per-view a 3 out of 10. Now we're gonna have to put up with more shitty-ass fucking storylines with Cena and AJ, and I can just imagine. Now we gotta deal with the fucking Slammies. And now we know that Cena is the superstar of the year. So he's gonna be like, oh, why? Why did you do that to me? The pay-per-view, Fuck that shit. At least Ziggler won. I'm happy with that. But everything else was just a fucking disappointment. Too many duds on this card. You had 3 fucking duds. The Shield match was okay. I'm giving it a 3 out of 10, and I'm being generous. This was a fucking shitty, disappointing pay-per-view, and the main event only gets 2.5 stars. I mean, all this fucking unintentional comedy, a big fucking chair, Super Cena just climbing ladders while people are doing moves to him. Fuck this shit. What happened to it being more hardcore? What happened to the new edginess that's going to be added to the writing? A fucking terrible fucking pay-per-view. Skip this shit.